We're getting ready to get into a new lesson on this evening. The title of this lesson will be Vanities. Though I give the lesson the title, there's a few other things that I will be discussing as well. So without further ado, we'll start this lesson off in Daniel chapter 4, verse 33. The same hour was the thing fulfilled upon Nebuchadnezzar, and he was driven from men and did eat grass as oxen, and his body was wet with the dew of heaven, till his hairs were grown like eagle's feathers. So what that's saying is Nebuchadnezzar was out there on the field with the beast of the field, and his body was wet with the dew of heaven. So he was out there on all fours, just like how Esau used to be. Because Esau was driven from among men as well, you see. Why was they driven from among men? There had to be something that men didn't like them doing. It had to be doing something that men didn't like them doing for you to drive someone away. If for you to drive someone away, then they're undesired. They're undesirable. So he was out there with the beast of the field on all fours, eating grass just like them, until the hairs on his body start growing. The hairs on his body grew to be about as long as eagle's feathers. It said he was out there until his hairs were grown like eagle's feathers. So just like Esau, he had a full coat of fur on him, but his hair was about as long as eagle's feathers, and his nails like bird's claws. So not only did he have a coat of fur on him, but his nails had begun to grow, and they began to grow and sharpen to be equivalent to bird's claws. So now you can kind of visualize what he looked like, given that information. We're gonna move over now to 2 Chronicles chapter 7, verse 13. If I shut up the heaven that there be no rain. Okay, we saying that now. You see what they saying? California's in a drought or something like that. We're saying that now. If I shut up the heavens that there be no rain. You'll see the rain clouds in the sky and everything, but just won't no rainfall. That's the Most High doing that. He's shutting up the heavens that there be no rain. Because there's a chain reaction when it doesn't rain, And it's as simple as that for him. All he has to do is stop it from raining. Everything else will fall into place. What you gonna do? Keep drinking and pissing out the same water? You can look in that water that he got in these rivers and bays and all that now. That water just is green. Gain green as I don't know what, man. And then you wouldn't want to swim in that water. Trust me. That water look like it'll eat away at your flesh. I seen somebody riding in a little boat in one of them water. I said to myself, I'm surprised that water, that acid in that water ain't burned the hole in the bottom of his boat. And he ain't sunk in the middle of that water, man. That water just as green as I don't know what, man. Water ain't supposed to be like that color. You can look at it and see how defiled and toxic it is. And then over there in I forget what county it was in, but that water was it had green sludge in it, like a thick green glob of sludge all throughout the water. The people couldn't even drink. They had, if you ain't got no money to go to the store and get no bottled water, you assed out. He said, if I shut up the heavens that there be no rain, or if I command the locusts to devour the land. You see, that's why Esau been trying. It's a big mystery, but Esau, he's been trying to grow his crops indoors. He's been trying to grow his crops indoors. Why? Because he know the Most High will send them locusts over there and I don't care how much pesticides you spray on it. Them locusts will come and eat up every crop he got. You're already in a drought, and farmers can't water 3/4 of their agricultural land. And then the 1/4 you do got, here come the locusts to eat that up. So that's why he been trying to escape judgment and grow his crops indoors. But it ain't gonna work, you know. The Most High gonna some kind of way interrupt that, you know. Interrupt that program he got going. Or if I send pestilence among my people. You know, the famine is when you're hungry. The pestilence is when you're sick. He said, if I send pestilence among my people, you send that now. You got the Ebola. Yeah, you see, you got the Ebola, the SARS, the MERS, all kind of diseases, chikungunya, and the list just goes on and on. He said, if I send a pestilence among my people, you see, them doctors can't, them doctors' offices can only hold so many people, you know, before they start becoming overflooded and people. It actually even get to the point where people even begin to get denied. You know, even though it's best if you just do whatever you can. Do whatever you can before you have to go to Satan anyway. You're going to go to the doctors, you know. In other words, you're going to Satan to get treatment. You know, that should be a last resort. Going to the doctor or the hospital should be a last resort. Because you're literally going to Satan for help. You know? But a lot of people don't look at it like that because they're deceived. They're in the world, you know. You're going to the wicked for help. Does not the scripture say the earth is given into the hand of the wicked? So if the earth is given into the hand of the wicked, you know he owned the hospitals and doctors. You walk in there and see a majority of the people that's in there, you'll know. We ain't talking about the low end workers, the people that's on the higher end. If verse 14, if my people, which are called by my name, shall humble themselves and pray and seek my face and turn from their wicked ways, then will I hear from heaven and will forgive their sin and will heal their land. You see, the Most High ain't gonna let you stay sick and gonna let you be hungry and this that until you call on him, you know. But everybody's not. That's why a lot of people are gonna be a lot of people are gonna perish. A lot of people are gonna perish. But the Lord is eventually going to heal us. The Lord eventually is going to forgive us of our sin and heal our land, you know. Finally, you know, after a long wait, you know, he's finally going to heal our land and permanently forgive us for our sins, you know. So we're going to move over now to Deuteronomy chapter 32, verse 21. He say, they have moved me to jealousy with that which is not God. How can you move God? How can you move him to jealousy with that which is not God? You know, put the same way a man gets jealous when another man is he finds out another man's been messing with his woman, you know, or this that. The Lord can be moved to jealousy in a similar fashion. You see, you putting a woman. You got a lot of Jakes out here. People in general, but specifically Jakes. Because that's who the Lord is dealing with. He ain't dealing with these other nations. But particularly Jakes, they put the woman before God, you know. They'll jump up and do anything for that woman, but they won't even open the Bible and read a scripture, man. That's just sad. That is sad. You worshiping the create. You putting the creation before the creator. Do you know that? You got a harsh judgment coming if you're doing that, man. You got a very, very severe judgment coming because the Most High got diverse ways there's diverse ways of torment. He said, they have moved me to jealousy with that which is not God, you know. People putting their cars before the Lord and, you know, worshiping material. We've been over that, but, people today, they worship material. That's vanity. That's soon to be burnt up. You're going to worship something that's soon to be burnt up? They have provoked me to anger with their vanities. In this context, the word vanities means foolishness. It means foolishness. So he's saying they have provoked me to anger with their foolishness, Not using common sense, being fools, Esau, Edom, they're children of fools. So by you being a fool and foolish, you acting the same way that Esau used to act, and not even know it. So if you're acting like a fool, you're acting like the children of fools, then you're doing what? You're acting like base men. You're acting like the base men, And you're going to find out what the Most High got in store for the base man. You're acting like the ape man and don't even know it. Remember the monkey man? Yeah, that's who you're acting like. And you're provoking the Lord to anger. That's something you don't want to do, man. Look at the situation you're in now. You're in slavery. You got dog meat in the stores. You're drinking and pissing out the same damn water. Everything is made of fecal. Just about. Well, fruits and vegetables aren't. They're grown in fecal. You can't get around it. Look at the situation you're in now. Do you really want to provoke the Lord to anger? If that's what got you in this situation in the first place? Then you're asking, what you're really doing is asking to be in a worse predicament and situation that you're in now. He said, and I will move them to jealousy with those which are not a people. You see? You got man and you got beast, Esau, he would fall in the category of a beast. You see? So the Most High said he gonna move you to jealousy with those which are not a people. So if Esau and them, they're not a people, then what are they? If Esau, Edom, the tribe of Edom is not a people, then what are they? Beasts. And the Most High is using Edom to move Jake's to jealousy. How? The Edomites, they got the big houses. They got the expensive cars. You got some Jakes. Every here and there, you got a few Jakes that got a little something. Hey, Jake's got millions of dollars, but still, he got a house, but he got to pay property taxes to who? He got to pay it to Edom. He got a car, but yeah, you got to pay insurance to who? To Edom. You got to pay your registration to who? To Edom. If you don't pay your registration, they can tow your car. Who gonna tow it? Who gonna take your car? Edom. Esau is whom the earth is given to now. So he's saying the Most High going to move you to jealousy with those which are not a people. So hold on, how can the Most High move somebody to jealousy with those which are not a people? It's a big mystery. Esau, the tribe of Edom, is not a people, and that's who the Most High gonna use to move you to jealousy. You see, he said, "I will provoke them to anger with a foolish nation." With a foolish nation, the scriptures say they were children of fools. If you go to Job 30, you'll see that it says they were children of fools. And then it follows by saying children of base men. So he say I will provoke them to anger with a foolish nation. A foolish nation comes from fools, all right? Or a foolish nation is comprised of fools, right? If a foolish nation is comprised of fools, then they're children of fools, you see? And it says Esau, they were children of fools. So if the Most High gonna provoke you with a foolish nation, he gonna provoke you with a nation of Edomites, because they're a foolish nation. Why? Because they're children of fools. So if the fathers are fools, they're children of fools, after a while you have a foolish nation, because you have a nation full of children of fools, you see? And that's who the Most High is going to use to provoke you to anger. They're not a people, and they're fools, a foolish nation. And that's and that's exactly what he's doing today. He's using these people who are really not a people to move you to jealousy, and he's provoking you to anger with a foolish nation. Alright, so we're going to move over here to 1 Timothy chapter 5, verse 6. But she that liveth in pleasure is dead while she liveth. You see, it says she, but that can be interchanged with he as well. You see? She that liveth in pleasure is dead while she liveth. You see? And mainly, that has to do with these elites and these masses, man. These elites and these masses, they living in pleasure. They got their entertainment, their movies, their theme parks, etc. You see, it's nothing wrong with once in a while, doing this, doing that. Once in a while, going to a movie. Once in a while, enjoying some entertainment. But when you're doing it repeatedly, every day, constantly, you're living in it, you see? If you go to the movies once a month, or once a week, that's cool, But if you go into the movies, 2, 3, 4, 5 times a week, man, you're living in that pleasure. You're living in it. And the scriptures say, he who liveth in pleasure is dead while he liveth. Spiritually dead. Because the flesh wars against the spirit. So if you always living in pleasure, you're in the flesh. You're living in the flesh, man. And then, the flesh war against the spirit. So if you're always living in always in pleasure, you're always in the flesh, you're forsaking the spirit. So therefore your spirit dead, man, You killing your spirit if it ain't already dead, Now that's the mystery of being dead while you're living, you see? Because you got your body and then you got your spirit or your soul, he who liveth in pleasure is dead while he living. So that means something is living and something is dead, man. You know, you got your body, you know. I guess you can still say you living, you walking, talking, breathing, and all that. You still breathing. So technically, you are still living. But he who liveth in pleasure is dead. What's dead? The soul, the spirit is dead. So once the body drop, you just dead. All together. You see, they partying. They're pleasing the flesh. You see. Happiness. You should not be happy in slavery, man. I'm sorry. How in the world you gonna be? You in slavery? The word employee means slave. You should not be happy in slavery. The scriptures say, "Be ye angry and sin not." You know, you supposed to be mad most of the time, and not mad to the point where you walking around everybody can tell. You know, you got an attitude with people. No, that's not how you're supposed to be. But you are supposed to be a little upset that you're in slavery. You know, you eating dog if you eating that meat. You eating shit if you eating anything that ain't a fruit or a vegetable. Even if you eating fruit and vegetable, you still eating shit. But if you eat a slice of bread or a piece of cake, you eating all shit. A slice of pizza. A piece of shit. It say, yeah, she who liveth in pleasure is dead while she liveth, man. Dead. You know? You got people catching hell at work, you know, in in personal life, you know. Everyday life, you know, family. You know, you should not be happy in slavery, man. You got this nation, this foolish nation who are not a people ruling over you, man. You should not be happy in slavery, man. You should not be happy at all. We're going to move over to Luke chapter 10, verse 2. All right, we're going to continue off in Luke 10 and 2. Therefore said he unto them, the harvest is truly great, but the laborers are few. You see, that's somewhat self-explanatory, but I'll break it down just a little bit for you. You see, what it's really saying is there's lots of people. There's plenty of people, man. The harvest is plenteous, man. It said the harvest is truly great. You know, the harvest is plenteous. There is plenty of people, man. There's billions of them to be exact, you know. The harvest is truly plenteous, but the laborers are few. There's few people that will actually work for the Lord, man. There's few people that will actually stay in this truth and stay following the Lord, man, and just stay righteous, period. Just do right, you know. You only can do right or wrong. You know, just do right. Bottom line. Just do right. There's few people that would actually do that, man. There's as many people on this planet that there are. The harvest is plenteous, but the laborers are few. There's few people that will actually labor for the Lord, man. Few people that will actually stay with His truth, follow the Lord to the best of their abilities, man, and turn from their wicked ways, you know. Nowhere in the world should come to this truth and still be doing the same thing that you was doing when you deceived, man. That means you really, if you ask me, in my opinion, I could be wrong, but in my opinion, you don't believe. We just be straight out, flat out like that, man. You don't believe, and you will perish. Nowhere in the world you can come into this truth and still be the same way as you was when you was deceived. You don't believe. You ain't changed not one bit. The harvest is truly great, but the laborers are few. The harvest is plenteous. But the messed up part about it, the cult, they'll work for Satan. They get up every morning ready to go to work to get that dollar. They'll bust their butt for Satan, man. Do overtime and all kind of other stuff. They on a head over heels for Satan. But they can't open their Bible and read a scripture for the Lord, man. That's a damn shame. It's a damn shame. You know? The harvest is truly plenteous, but the laborers are few. Don't nobody want to work for Christ, but everybody want to get up and work for Satan. You know, there's very few people that will actually forsake wickedness. You know, they don't want to stop, you know, eating pig. They don't want to stop eating crab, shrimp, lobster. They don't want to stop, you know, playing that music. With, you know, that worldly music. They just don't want to stop it, man. They don't want to forsake wickedness. Living in pleasure. You know, pleasing the flesh. They don't want to stop it. They want to continue on. Entertaining the flesh, you know. Living in the flesh. Being in the flesh. That's, you know. You only can be in the flesh or in the spirit. You can't be in both at the same time. You're either in the flesh or in the spirit. And they don't want to be in the spirit. They want to be in the flesh. Man. There's very few that will actually forsake wickedness, labor for Christ. And your dumbass, he said his yoke is easy. And his burden is light. You rather work for Satan, get up and work 12 hours a day, bust your butt for Satan. You know, and you know, if the Most High's yoke is easy and burden is light, what's that mean? Satan's yoke is hard and his burden is heavy. So you rather go and work for Satan, who's heavy burden, who putting a heavy burden on you, than to work for Christ, who putting a light burden on you? The principalities and demons of this world has truly blinded the minds of people that don't believe, man. You just don't believe. You believe in that Big Bang Theory, with a meteor fell out of the sky and fell on the ground, and some atoms and some water just magically disappeared, and then some atoms was in the water, and they doubled and tripled and multiplied, and then life started coming out of the water. It was the first forms of life. And you know, you believe in Darwin's theory of evolution, and this, that, and that. Why ain't nothing involved now? You know, you don't believe in the Lord. You believe in what Satan saying, you know. The billions of years ago, a big asteroid started life as we know it. You know, you believe in that. You don't really believe in the Lord. Deep down inside, you believe in that, man. That's why the Most High allowed Satan to blind your mind to where you can't receive the truth. Then you eating pig, got a big old pit bull sandwich in your damn mouth. You got a big old sandwich with pit bull, pig, and every other thing you can think of. You got a shrimp basket. That's why the Most High allowed Satan to do that. Because you really don't believe. Alright, we're going to move over here to Luke 10 and 19. Behold, I give you power to tread on serpents and scorpions. What's that saying? Okay, this is the Lord saying, behold, I give you power. You say everybody not going to be getting power. Everybody's not going to be getting power. Only a select few people are going to be getting it. And the Lord said, behold, I give you power to tread on serpents and scorpions. We already know who the serpent is. That's Satan. That old serpent. That, you know, the devil and Satan. Esau. We already know you're gonna have power to tread on him. What's that? Just walk all over. The word tread means to, in this context, is to walk all over. The Most High is gonna give certain men on this planet power to walk all over Satan, man. He say, let's get the whole verse through before I get more into it. Behold, I give you power to tread on serpents and scorpions, and over all the power of the enemy, and nothing shall by any means hurt you. Okay. So, if the Lord is going to give us power to tread on serpents and scorpions, and over all the power of the enemy, you see? Esau got some stuff now. You know, don't get me wrong. He got some stuff, man. He got that gun, you know. He got these laser beams, you know. Esau got some stuff, some gadgets, man. Don't get me wrong. He got the infrared, you know. He can look through your wall. You can be sitting in your house, man. He got technology. He can look through your walls and see where you sitting. He got this. You can be walking down the street. He got this body heat sensor, man. It knows, you know, everything that going on in your body. He can like see right inside of your body, man. Yeah, he can see your heart pumping, your intestines, you know, your blood flowing. He got the machines, man. I'm telling you, Esau got it. He got the electronic devices, you know. He got the tablet, the smartphone. He got it, man. He got all this stuff, the technology. But guess what? The Lord said He gonna give certain people power to walk all over that. So if Esau got that, you can just imagine what kind of power they gonna get, man. Lord willing, I'm one of them, man. You can just imagine what kind of power we gonna get, man. Man, we be able to walk right through walls, man. We be able to disappear and then reappear miles away, miles down, you know, down there, man. We be able to, in 10 seconds, I can be in outer space, man. I can jump and in 10 seconds be in outer space. So Esau got this power to do that. You can just imagine what kind of stuff the Most High gonna allow us to be able to do. I don't know what the Most High gonna allow us to be able to do, but I do know whatever He give me, it's gonna be better than anything Esau got. I'm gonna be treading over anything Esau got, man. So I don't know what we getting, but whatever we getting, we're gonna be clowning Esau with it. I know that. You know, and we're gonna be treading, walking all over, and what that mean? You know, we're gonna be doing a lot of the same stuff He doing to us, man. A lot of the same stuff He doing to us now, we're gonna be doing to Him. Cause when we get that power, the Lord's gonna give us power to tread on serpents and scorpions. Over all the power of the enemy. You know, whatever everything Esau got, the Lord gave him. So that means the Lord already had what He was gonna give us before He gave Esau his, you know. And He already had planned that whatever He gonna give us gonna be make what He gave Esau look like a paper airplane, man. It's gonna really clown his stuff, because the Most High can press one button and turn all the power for all them electronics He got, you know. And it ain't no good as one of the bubblegum cell. It ain't no better than one of the bubblegum cell phones he sells. You know? He said nothing by any means shall hurt you, man. That means, you know, he'll be able to shoot us with his bullets, man, and them bullets will fly right through us and won't even affect us not one bit, man. They might even hit us and bounce right off the ground like we made of titanium alloy steel or something, you know? So the Most High got some power for us, you know. And what we gonna do? We gonna walk all over Esau the same way he walk all over us, you know. You can only eat what he's selling in these stores, you know. You can only go where they allow. You try just walking in that airport and getting on a plane and just flying anywhere you want. No, you only can go where He say you can go. You can't get on these You know, you can't. There's certain areas he got restricted. He got blocked off. You can't just walk into Area 51. You can't just walk into these underground dungeon bioterror labs he got. You can't go anywhere you want to go. I can't just jump on a plane and fly somewhere where ain't nobody at, where I can just be myself, you know? You only can go where he say you can go. And you only can do what he say you can do. You can't, you know? Yeah, you know, you only can do what he said you can do. You only can do what he allows you to do, you know? You can't do whatever you want in this kingdom. You got this brother just went to jail for going upside his bitch head. And I'm sure that she did something to provoke it, man. She did something to cause him to do it, you know. You got this brother, he went to jail for going upside his bitch head. How in the world can your woman call another man if you hit her, man? And you happy you in slavery? See, when the Most High give us that power, I better go upside anybody's head I want. I got the power to tread on this man, you know, this serpent, and these serpents and these scorpions. So when I get the power, I better go upside your head all I want. Who you gonna call? Esau? I got more power. I got power over him. So what you gonna do now? You see? Now I can say you better not go up nobody's side, nobody's head, or then you gotta answer to me, because the Most High gave me power over you now, to tread over you. So now you gotta answer to me. Now if you go up somebody's head and I'm going upside yours, you see? That's how the Most High gonna switch the power. You see? And right now, if you go up somebody's head, he can lock you up. Once we get the power to tread on these serpents and these scorpions, these devils and these, you know, Edomites or whatever, then we'll be able to say, if you go upside somebody's head, now I'm gonna lock you up. Now that's how we're gonna do that. You see? We're going to move over to Luke 10 and 17. And the 70 returned again with joy, saying, Lord, even the devils are subject unto us through thy name. You see? Even that's clear cut right there, man, plain as day. He said, even the devils are subject to us. You already know who the devil is. Anybody that's selling you dog meat and telling you it's cow is the devil. I'm sorry. That's just how it is. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. It's only two sides you can be on, man. Good or bad. God's side or Satan's side. There's the natural man and there's the spiritual man. You know. And then there's righteousness and there's wickedness. If the earth is given into the hand of the wicked and Esau is ruling everything right now, that means he's the wicked by process of elimination. So there's wickedness and there's righteousness. So, you know, you got even the devils are subject to us, you know. Say even the devils are subject to us. So if the earth is given to the hand of the wicked, then, you know, the wicked are the devils. What you saying? The wicked are the righteous? No. Or the devils are the righteous? No, the devils are the wicked. And you already know who the wicked is. So now you know who the devils are. So what does the scripture say? It tells you directly. Usually the Lord's not that direct. But he's right here, he's directly saying, you know, the devils are going to be subject unto you. You know? Through the power he going to give us. When they say the devil's going to be subject to us, I mean the devils are going to be under our rule. You know, he going into 1,000 years of slavery, then he going extinct. You know, they going to get all gathered together. They all going to be gathered, and they all going to get thrown into that lake of fire, that fiery furnace, that bottomless pit, you know. Just like how we're subject under them now, they're going to be subject under us. You have to go to his court system. You might have a black judge in there, but ultimately there's a devil ruling over him. There's a devil over him. You know, you're subject to search under certain circumstances. They got this checkpoint. I forget where it's at, but they do mandatory blood draws. Then mandatory stick a needle in you and draw some blood, and ain't no telling what he injecting in you in the process, man. Somebody, you got a mandatory. When has ever it been mandatory to have a needle stuck into you? I don't care if he's withdrawing. I don't care what he's doing. I don't want no devil sticking no needle in me. You may say you're withdrawing blood, but what you may be injecting? Some damn estrogen or something? You already know he wants these men looking like the Grimace and Barney. That's why he got that Grimace for the McDonald's, man. That's why he has that Grimace as a mascot for the McDonald's, symbolizing that you start after a while. You eating that McDonald's after a while. He wants you to start looking at it like that Grimace. Just like we're subject to search under certain circumstances. You're subject to a fine or imprisonment. You're subject unto this devil. But in a minute, these devils are going to be subject unto us. Hope you gained something from the lesson. Till next time, may God bless.